Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And in this very special episode of Clownfish TV, we're going to tell you what your $6,000 gets you on Disney's Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser hotel for people with entirely too much money to spend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's not, I mean, wait till you see. The blocks of time are just like we said, they're like 15 to 30 minute increments for the most part. It's, some of it sounds like a game show. Just wait, we're going to show it to you thanks to WDW News Today.
Yeah, so if you weren't underwhelmed before, if you hadn't thought about canceling before, if you look at this itinerary, you might want to double check and see if you're really willing to part with $6,000 for what sounds like a very, very underwhelming experience.
Mm-hmm. And remember, everything's included except all the stuff that isn't. So like alcoholic beverages aren't included.
Everything's included except for everything that isn't.
A lot of the merchandise, and they're going to want you to buy costumes because they're trying to be, this is LARPing, so they're going to have overpriced costumes you can spend money on. It's going to be a lot of upsell after you get there. That's the entry level. It was like $5,000 to $6,000 entry level.
Yeah, so we're gonna talk about this before we get into it any further. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Over 255,000 subs. Thank you so much for the support. We do talk a lot about Disney, having worked in and around the company for a number of years, running piratesandprincesses.net, and we've been keeping tabs on the situation with the Galactic Starcruiser Hotel because this overpriced luxury resort is supposed to be giving you the immersion that was promised for Galaxy's Edge, but they decided to paywall it.
Mm-hmm. And behind a big paywall.
Behind a massive
one hell of a wall.
$6,000 paywall for like a day and a half of LARPing. And it sounds like the immersion's not going to be as immersive as people were led to believe.
Well, it is, but it isn't. And we're gonna look at it. Some of the things on here sound like game shows. It's insane. I'm interested to see when it opens in March and all the influencers are down there, you know, especially the ones Disney brings in, what pictures we're going to see.
I can't wait to see the spin.
Well, are they going to be allowed to take pictures? Because there's been rumors that you're not allowed to take photos unless it's like authorized whatever and all this other crap.
You don't want to ruin the magic. I mean, bookings. You don't want to ruin the bookings.
That's right.
Want to ruin the bookings.
Okay. Let me take control here because I read this already. I'm running the mouse now. Back off. Okay, so this is what a look at a schedule is. I guess this is for people who are going and have bookings. They sent you a schedule.
Okay.
So there's two things you are going to have to schedule. You're going to have to schedule your lightsaber training and your bridge ops training. Now, we don't know how long those are. I don't think that tells us. But those two events you're going to have to schedule. And those are the big things people actually care about. So here, wield a lightsaber and face off against a dynamic training remote under the tutelage of, was it Saya?
I don't know.
You'll learn the basic movements and ancient velocity behind the elegant Jedi weapon.
Upsell.
Yeah.
Upsell.
Probably. And then bridge training. Okay. So then these are things you have to schedule. But you're going to get there around, I think you get in there around 1. You start with a lunch buffet.
3 hours for lunch.
Well, I think it's open whenever you want to go in.
Just like a cruise ship.
Yeah, this is very much like the cruise ships. So you go in for that, and then you have the schedule. So then you get to explore the Starcruiser from 1:30 to 3:50. So 2 hours and 20 minutes of walking around.
Just walking around.
Go to your room.
Out of the day and a half for $6,000 for a day and a half, you're going to spend 5 hours walking around and eating
in the areas you're allowed to be in.
Right.
Yeah, because I mean, a lot of the stuff. Well, you have to. You have to book that time. So
that's an upcharge. Mm-hmm. It's another upcharge.
Right. So they have that, and then they have data pad orientation for 1 hour and 15 minutes.
So they're talking about your iPhone?
No, this is a data pad they give you.
Oh,
yeah,
the data pad.
Yeah, the iPad.
Yeah.
That you're supposed to do your thing on. So we start off with, you can go grab something to eat. Then you have 2 hours and 20 minutes to walk around. And in that 2 hours and 20 minutes, you go to this data pad orientation. So you don't really get to explore you don't get to explore the Starcruiser the whole time. It's exploring the Starcruiser, but you have to go to data pad orientation for part of that. And then there's the Galactic Social for half an hour.
A half an hour. Okay, that's probably more in line with what people were thinking, like hanging out with aliens and droids. Are we going to have actual aliens and droids or just like...
Probably, but you get half an hour. Ship muster, which is basically where they go over the rules. Like you do this when you're on the cruise ship. You have to go up on deck and go over the safety precautions and that kind of stuff.
Put your life jacket on, don't drown.
So they'll probably go over a space, safety drill, even though you're not actually in space. Sorry, spoiler. the captain's reception is a half an hour from 4:30 to 5.
What? So we have a whole hour with costume characters so far out of the... Okay.
Well, yeah, because look here, Galactic Social. Every voyage of the Halcyon Starcruiser is populated with interesting, intriguing passengers who hail from all over the galaxy. Come make new friends, or just might share the same interest. Oh, you just might share the same interest. I can't read. Okay, then at 5:30 to 7 for an hour and a half, you get dinner service. This is like the cruise ships.
This is very much like the cruise. Yeah, okay, so Disney Cruise Line, how they entertain you is they basically look for like time-eating activities because they want to be able to put a good portion of their passengers into certain areas of the ship, so you're not all in the pool or whatever. So like, oh, okay, here's your dinner, and that's going to take 2.5, 3 hours, which is a freaking waste of time. Oh, here we're having a show tonight, and you have to rotate out, like which dinner you go to and all that. But they're basically trying to make sure that everybody's not, dogpiled in the same area.
Well, in this case, I think everybody is at the same area.
Yeah,
5:30 to 7, the Crown Aquarius dining room.
All 5 people that paid $6,000.
Right. And you get to have here, I'll read the write-up. It's down here. I'm scrolling down. Where is it? Here we go. An evening with Gaia. Enjoy a delectable Halcyon Starcruiser feast, and then delight as a legendary star, Gaia. The star from the Fifth Element. Gaia showcases her vocal talents in a special intimate show. Well, that sounds like something completely different.
Wow, a special intimate Star Wars show. Now, people would pay $6,000 for that.
Accompanied by her talented Rhodian keyboardist, Uani. This is truly a one-of-a-kind performance.
I'm sure that
happens every night. It's 5:37.
Yeah, that is the performance that got a lot of people to cancel their trips. Mm-hmm. They're like, this is it. This is the alien interaction.
6:30 to 7, sabak lessons, or sabak, or how you want to say it. Sabak lessons.
Sabak.
Then 7 to 7:20, the Outer Rim regalia. It's like, I guess there's a fireworks show and stuff too for like 20 minutes.
20 minutes. They should call it the Outer Rim job.
Well, they have. Yeah. So you have half an hour of gaming lessons, then 20 minutes of this regalia. Then 8 to 8:30 sector set. Whatever.
What the hell does that mean?
I have no idea. But here's the sabak lessons, or sabak, or how do you say it? Sabak, right?
Sabak.
Is the most popular card game in the galaxy. Come learn how to play Coruscant Shift, the Halcyon Starcruiser's featured variant. So they're making their own variant, so you don't already know how to play it.
Well, either that, or so you go buy their cards, because
Probably.
they actually have sabak cards for sale in Galaxy's Edge, I think.
It's easy and fun. If you can count, you can play. Sucks you have children. For our younger passengers, okay, try learning Bounty Hunter, a fun matching game for younglings.
And if you fuck up, you die.
Half an hour.
The bounty hunters come and get you.
That's right.
For real. Like, boss just walks right in the door.
Smacks you upside the head.
Drags you by the hair, and throws you out.
People would pay $6,000 for stuff like that.
They blow you out an airlock.
You're in the parking lot.
Where's Jimmy? Oh, he's in the parking lot. He lost the card game, and he got dragged out.
8 to 8:30 is that sector set again. Okay, wait, hold on. We were skipping it. They have them like overlapping. Okay, sector set is passengers of all ages can play this exclusive Halcyon Starcruiser game. Be the first to match all 5 planets in a single region. This is chock full of stuff like this, okay? This is one of many.
Busy
game
work.
Show type things.
Busy work.
And if you missed the first lessons, you can take the other ones at 9 to 9:30 for more lessons. And then 9:45 to 10 is a CSL Star Show at Bespin. You can read this one. I keep reading them all.
Nowhere are fireworks more dazzling.
There's the fireworks.
Yeah, than off planet. Immediately following dinner on the first night, a special pyrotechnic display will showcase the music of our featured performer on the cruise, Gaia. Man, they're getting a lot of use out of it. This
sounds more and more like the Fifth Element.
So the fireworks, I take it, are going to be on screens because you're inside the
right.
ship.
How much is that going to save them on pyrotechnics expenses?
That's what they're going to do for everything. To save money, they'll just put like giant screens up behind the castle and just like project fireworks.
Or they'll find a way to make smoke and just like they do with other things and just project it on the smoke so they don't have to do fireworks.
Ship smoking. Okay, when does Darth Vader show up to take over your dinner
these,
party.
I think those are supposed to be like, unscheduled things that are supposed to happen throughout.
Because that would be worth paying for.
Unscheduled. Now, day 2, unscheduled Batu transport.
But it's scheduled.
So you have to schedule it.
Oh, okay.
You have to schedule your shuttle to Batu.
Spontaneous.
You have to head to the transport dock for your scheduled shuttle down to Black Spire Outpost. Return shuttles are available throughout the day from Docking Bay 3 on Batu. Check posted times for last transport, subject to availability. Wait, so you pay all this money and then they better not all be booked. You get your breakfast buffet again, or you can have grab and go breakfast. Okay.
So it's like a Howard Johnson.
Okay, so 8:10 to 4 o'clock when you get a scheduled time. You take the Batu transports and you take a transport for your day-long excursion down to the settlement of Blackspire Outpost on the remote planet Batu. Transports are provided by local operator Ogagara and leave every 15 minutes.
Okay, so where's the oomph? Where's the oh my god, here comes, like, I mean, seriously, could you imagine if this thing had like, oh, freaking Darth Vader's gonna show up and freaking Stormtrooper battle?
Well, supposedly stuff like that's supposed to happen, but they're not listed in this, obviously.
It's not scheduled.
No, well, they're not gonna schedule that, but all this stuff that's scheduled is like ridiculous. 11 to 4, the lunch buffet, where you can go to the lunch buffet, unless you are on planet, which we'll talk about that in a minute. Cantina Chronicles. A unique tasting of, this is half an hour also, of exclusive non-alcoholic cocktails hosted by a knowledgeable mixologist who shares some fun, interesting, and even startling stories of each drink's origins, ingredients, and careful preparation.
What?
I'm just looking at it.
So it's like a dessert party. It's like a Disney dessert party.
It's like, no, it's a drink party. There's a dessert party later. That's the drink party.
Oh, okay.
But it's not alcoholic, because if they're alcoholic, they have to charge you more. Okay, Droid Racing Tournament sign up. 15 minutes, 12:45 to 1.
Are these the droids that you build?
I'm assuming. Sign up to race droids on an obstacle course.
I want a pod race.
In the atrium. Race against other droids piloted by your fellow passengers. Okay. Now, if you're on Batu, you get to have the 1 to 2 o'clock lunch at Batu. You get the special lunch at Docking Bay 7, which is open to everyone.
What the fuck are you paying for? I just want to know what you're actually paying for, because all I'm seeing is this is a glorified dinner theater for $6,000. $6,000.
Yeah, Docking Bay 7 Food and Cargo features new and unusual dishes inspired by Chef Cookie Tugs. I can't say that.
Wait, what? Cookie Tug?
Cookie Tugs.
Cookie Tug.
Tugs. It's more than one tug. You get more than one for $6,000.
For $6,000, you get 2 tugs.
Cookie Tug sounds like a porn star.
At least it's not Chicky Nugs.
No, it's his cousin, Cookie Tugs.
Oh my god, this sounds awful.
From 1 to 1:30, the Droid Racing Tournament.
These are the ones they build in Batu, yeah.
The action is fast, frenetic, and always unpredictable. Compete to see whose droid can navigate an obstacle course in the atrium the quickest while staying in one piece. 2 types of model droids get raced, BBs and R2s, which is what you make on Batu.
That's what you make in Batu.
So you want to stay in one piece. I mean, I think they'll probably charge if you break them.
Oh, speaking of charging, look at the model shipbuilding.
Oh, is that an upcharge?
That's extra. Yeah, it's an upcharge.
From 1 to 2, if you want to, you can do the Halcyon Starcruiser build. Here's your chance to assemble and decorate your very own model to take home. Model kits are available for pre-purchase in the boutique.
$6,000, you don't even get a model kit.
Yeah, we told you this is going to happen.
What a bunch of shit.
And then from 2:15 to 2:30, you can sign up for the tournament, the Sabak tournament. If you want to play, you can sign up. And then the tournament's from 2:30 to 3. So you have half an hour or 15 minutes to sign up and then a half an hour to play. That's the tournament, half an hour.
How much time are we spending playing cards for $6,000?
And I think it's on your data pad, or it was. Loth Cat Crew, Pork Detection Drill. Pork Detention sounds more fun.
Oh my god, I'd pay for that. I'd pay to torture a porg.
I would.
I would. It would be like Tron Bond, where she tortures the Serbots. Bad porg. It'd be like, you're like burning their feet and they're screaming.
That's for the Jedi. That's for the Jedi.
And then you get to eat them afterwards. You cook them and eat them.
No.
Cookie Tugs cooks your porg to your specifications and brings your porg out with like a little, I don't know, space prune in its mouth on a little tray, and then you get to eat them.
No.
It wouldn't be an actual porg. It'd
Well,
be
here's
like,
what it's actually.
it'd be like a chicken or something.
Here's what it's actually. Sharpen
Cornish
your
hen.
porg spotting skills in this Lothcat crew activity. I think it's for kids, probably. Practice with our crew as they prepare for the common critters of the Outer Rim and search for stowaway creatures. So they probably have animatronic porgs on board.
No, that costs too much. It's probably an app. It's probably like, oh, they're invisible. You can only see them with your data pad.
Squid King was like,
porgs.
no, they're plushies. And if you find one, that's great. That'd be $80.
But you gotta get the little matching porg purse and porg shoes.
Right, you have to dress
porg
them up.
mouse ears.
Right. Okay, this is my favorite one. Know your co-pilot, guys, from 3:30 to 4. How well do you think you know your co-pilot? Test the strength of your relationship against fellow travelers with a series of questions. Co-pilots can be of any age or relationship in this get-to-know-you game. Sign up is first come, first serve.
It's speed dating? It's a dating game?
It's like a game show.
This is bullshit. This is bullshit. This whole thing is bullshit. There's nothing here that's worth $6,000.
No, it's to see who's a better relationship with somebody else.
A lot of
What's your co-pilot's favorite color?
A lot of this shit is like very easy, like children's birthday party shit. And then the rest of it is already stuff that you get for free at Galaxy's Edge, or you can go buy a droid for $100 or whatever.
Right, that's a lot. Yeah, I don't even know if you can buy these droids. I mean, that's assuming they provide them.
Oh no, your trip to Batuu, you probably have to go build it. You got to pay $100, $200, whatever they cost now. Build your droid, bring it back, then you race it.
Well, I think they'll let you race whatever.
It's like an overpriced Pinewood Derby.
And so from 4:15 to 4:30, everybody's waiting for. You get to know who knows their co-pilot best. Winner announcement.
Okay.
And then from 5:30 to 7 is dinner service 1. Taste around the galaxy. From 9:30 to 9:45.
Taste the black hole, bitches. What's it taste like?
Well, you can
like porg.
You can pay upcharges to sit at the captain's table and all the other shit too.
Just like cruise ships. This is literally all it is.
From 9:30 to 9:45, a Halcyon Starcruiser celebration. Do we know what that is? No. And then from 10 to 11 is a dessert party. Sweets and treats. You said dessert party. There was one.
This is such bullshit.
They wait till after the kids went to bed at 10 o'clock so that they don't eat all the desserts.
Well, what kind of treats are we talking about? We gonna get that singer?
Cookie Tugs coming.
Cookie Tugs is coming? I'm gonna give you some cookie dough. Mm-hmm.
So
I got batter right here, baby.
This is day 3. Disembarkation. What disembark? Disembarkation just sounds weird. As our voyage comes to an end, you'll board a launch pod back to the terminal. Launch pods leave on a regular basis and are subject to availability. Please see your data pad for your scheduled boarding time and the note in your cabin for additional departure information. Thank you for joining us on the Halcyon Starcruiser. May the stars light your way to our bank account.
How are they going to do that? Like, oh, hey, we crashed in Florida. Sorry, there's no way back.
Oh my God, they probably will.
We crash landed in Florida, everybody. Get out. Get the hell out.
There'll
out.
probably be announcements if you would like to extend your vacation past, the Starcruiser. You may speak to any, customer service person to book a room at the hotel afterwards. 7 to 10 is grab and go breakfast or the breakfast buffet on your way out. And that, my friends, is your $48,000 to $6,000 entry level.
Like a Days Inn, a grab and go breakfast.
And a lot of those hours, you're not even on ship. You're out at Batuu. Now, I guess for the price, you do get to ride the rides. Like they make sure that you get to go probably front of the line for those. But they should for the price. Or watch, you have to pay extra for that too.
Oh my God, yeah.
So I don't know, but that is it.
Okay, I'm taking this in because this is a whole new level of greed and what the fuck for Disney. Like Disney's always been greedy, but this is bullshit. $6,000 for this? Like, half this stuff you can experience in Galaxy's Edge without paying $6,000 for, and the rest of it is just shit. Like, if it was like, okay, we're gonna have bantha riding, like it's gonna be like riding a bull, mechanical bull, but it's a freaking bantha.
Oh, that'd be cool, actually. Someone might get hurt, and then they might get sued.
So
we got Find the Porg. The Newlywed Game.
Oh, no, actually you play the Newlywed Game first and then you play Find the Porg.
I'm just saying. And then you get to play cards for half an hour here and there.
What the shit?
The day the pad
this?
training lasts longer than most of this other stuff does.
This doesn't even sound good. Like every time I mean, look, no, none of this sounds good. I'm like, it might be amazing. You might get in there and be like, oh my God, it's the best thing ever. No, this sounds boring as fuck and definitely not for $6,000. Like all this shit you can do at the hotels, just the regular Disney hotel. Hell, like I said, you can do this shit at like a Marriott. You know, a lot of it. It's just in Star Wars.
So, but supposedly, like things are going to happen on the ship. Like,
I better.
That's what they say. Like these unscheduled things, like something happen.
Cookie Tug comes in your cabin. He wants to show you his special dessert. No. He wants to play hide the porg with your wife. That's what happens.
No, that's not what happens. But
Except you don't understand what he's saying. It's just like. No, but like
I think it's gonna be. Of course, it's gonna be Disney trilogy. So it's gonna be like Rey or Kylo Ren show up. It won't be something cool like Vader.
Is he gonna play hide the porg?
No, I don't. Well, the Raylos would love it if he played.
See,
hide
you
the
guys
porg
would get $6,000 if the show was watching Kylo Ren play hide the porg with Rey for an hour. Like a cosplay burlesque show, you guys would get your $6,000.
No, I think that wouldn't happen. But if you put Rey and Kylo Ren together, well, what's his other name? Ben. If you put Ben and
what's his other name?
I don't even care.
Asshole.
You put
douchebag.
You put Ben and Rey together in a toxic relationship for everyone to see. There's a couple hundred people that come.
Jeez, oh God, I can't. I
in
can't.
More ways than one.
This is like peak Karen. Like this is just the absolute most trash
so you
sounding.
can say you did it.
Just to say you did. That's what this is. This is a freaking fire festival.
So they can walk around the parks when they go on their other trip, when they go to the Grand Floridian or whatever, and they're going to walk around the parks really loudly. Oh my God, I couldn't believe it when they picked my little Timmy to go up there for lightsaber training, and not the cheap one over at Hollywood Studios, but the real one on the Starcruiser.
On the real Starcruiser.
Yeah. Because that's, because did I tell you how much money we spent? Oh, do you see his costumes? You only can get those if you go on the Starcruiser. Glug, 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 glug. Don't you wish your little Timmy was as good as my little Timmy on the Starcruiser? Glug, 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 glug.
Just let it burn. Just, every time I'm like, I have a little bit of like a glint of possible hope that maybe somebody at Lucasfilm gives a shit about Star Wars. They do shit like this, and I'm like...
Well, this wasn't Lucasfilm. This was Disney trying to cash in any way they can. They got to green milk that sucker.
If they wanted to cash in, it would be original trilogy. Darth Vader effing shows up, Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, Han Solo, Chewbacca, yeah, they're all there. And cool shit happens, and you're part of the rebellion, and you're on like a blockade runner, some crazy shit like that. This sounds boring.
Well, they said that stuff's going to happen, but they're not announcing it.
Sounds like bullshit.
I don't know. Anyway, it's not, no matter what, it's not worth the price. I know that.
Worth $6,000. This is the kind. Look, if there were surprise events and shit, that stuff was supposed to happen in Galaxy's Edge. That was promised to happen in Galaxy's Edge. Even the dinner theater thing was supposed to happen in Galaxy's Edge.
But don't you know that the plebs don't get that kind of thing? No. Only the people that are willing to spend the money. Only the whales. It's for whales only.
Yeah, I bet. Especially the dessert party.
I like how they have it so late at night so kids would be in bed.
So they don't eat too much.
That's what I'm saying. So the dessert party is just for it's 10 to 11 at night. Most people aren't going to be wandering around 10 to 11 at night eating desserts.
I will tell you the truth. You go to these dessert parties, if you got kids there and they're taking like 15 of everything and they're going back and eating like a bite and leaving them, like you get the stink eye from the cast members.
Our kids didn't do that, did they?
No, but I've been at other parties where they're like watching, they're like judging you. They're like watching you. Like, yeah, this is supposed to be all you can eat, but not really. Right. Not really, because I know because your kid just took like 8 of those things. I got to go back and get a whole nother tray, and you're just gonna take 8 more and just like take a spoonful and just.
Oh, our kids would get in trouble for that. They're not allowed to behave that way. So anyway, let's wrap this up. We just thought it was a very entertaining look at the scheduled events, not the unscheduled ones.
$6,000, guys. $6,000. There you go. Just light your money on fire.
All right, we'll talk to you later.
See ya.